Greetings, I am Toglin, Hell's Harlequin, but you may call me Tog. Today we are going to be taking a closer look at one of these trans-trenders. I have a strong suspicion that this confused young man is in fact not trans, but suffering from borderline personality disorder. Now, I am not a licensed clinician, so I could not formally diagnose this individual, but I happen to be an insane person who suffers from both borderline personality disorder and bipolar disorder, so as the old saying goes, it takes one to know one.
I use they, them pronouns. I'm non-binary, so I don't adhere to the gender binary per se. It's like a good hobby to have, you know. It's a good thing if you're like bored and you're just like, oh, I really want people to like hate me to my core for like no reason.
Many individuals with BPD will purposely try and provoke others for a reaction. When you have this disorder, your fear of abandonment is so great that negative attention is preferable to no attention.
Wait a minute, and I kind of did some more research, and by research I mean going on Tumblr. Eventually I was just kind of like, yeah, I think actually they're probably right, and I'm hella trans.
If everyone did their research on Tumblr, we would all identify as asexual, polyamorous, non-binary bunnykin with Pegasus headmates.
Yeah, so I think it'll be kind of fun to be a part of some sort of community. It would be nice to be a part of the small YouTuber trans community or something like that.
And that, my dear friend, is why I chose to make a response video. I can understand the temptation for throwing away your identity just for a sense of belonging. Do not look upon me as your adversary, for I feel a certain kinship to you. I've been there before, and I know what it's like to scream out in the dark behind your otherwise pleasant social mask.
I suffer from an anxiety disorder, and I deal with depersonalization, and I deal with derealization, in addition to depression, and I think that's it.
When you have BPD, your sense of self is typically unstable. Sometimes you feel good about yourself, and other times you hate yourself. You may even view yourself as evil. You probably don't even have a clear idea of who you are or what you want in life. As a result, you may frequently change jobs, friends, lovers, religions, values, goals, and even sexual identity. When under stress, a borderline may even lose touch with reality. This experience is known as dissociation. They may feel foggy, spaced out, or as if outside their own body.
For those of you who don't know what depersonalization or derealization are, and those both fall under the category of dissociation or disassociation. I don't know. They kind of get used interchangeably. Basically, depersonalization is feeling uncomfortable with yourself, like as a human being. So basically feeling like sometimes it can feel like you're not real, like your body doesn't actually belong to you, and at its worst it can feel like you can't really control your actions. There's also derealization, which is basically feeling like the world around you and kind of life itself seeming fake or seeming like it's not actually happening. The concept of time passing is very scary.
Sadly enough, I know exactly what he's talking about. Dwelling on the passage of time is one of my major sources of anxiety.
I struggle with both depersonalization and derealization, and it is really, really, really scary. I think that is kind of an understatement, especially when you first are kind of discovering what the symptoms feel like. It is really deeply terrifying.
Yes, it is truly terrifying. In hindsight, I believe I was the instigator of my own misery. I would stay in relationships with mentally abusive individuals just for the added drama to save me from the terror that existed in my own mind.
And it's not something I would wish on anyone.
Neither would I. Now, do I know for sure that this young man has borderline personality disorder? Like I said, I am not a licensed therapist or clinician. But as they say, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it might just be Krillin.
Sorry, just listening to the space duck. Quack! Quack! What a majestic creature.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I wish all of you a pleasant rest of your day.